Calm down, baby. It ain't working, bad.
Hey, yo, black men, what's happening? Peace. Now, I just rolled the clip for you guys, and you guys saw how that man was tripping out, right? You guys saw how, listen, the black chick, she want to argue back with him, and this dude, he's losing his mind. And then you have the simp in between that man and his woman. Now, I think the woman is his wife or his girlfriend. I think it's his wife. I'm not sure. Matter of fact, yeah. In the clip, he did mention something about wife and husband. So that's definitely his wife. Now, the reason why he was bugging out was the fact that he caught her giving her phone number to the other guy that was in between them. And on a cruise ship? Seriously? So what? You're gonna go and cheat on a cruise ship? You know, one thing about, and before I get into it, one thing about America, and you can say most people around the world do this, which I won't disagree to, but in America, for whatever reason, women think when it's time to go on vacation, that means, oh, I have to cheat. I have to cheat. What? Now, I have empathy for the dude because I've been there, but sympathize, nah, man. The information is out here, right? I'm 26. So for this dude right here, he got to be in his 30s because guys in my age range, listen, we don't even have the bread, or if we do have the bread, we not taking no black Jones on no cruise ship. That's just not happening. Now, I say I empathize with him because I've been there before. Again, me personally, listen, I've already learned how disloyal and how much of a liar black women really are when I was 15, when I was 16, when I was 19. 19, really 18, but I guess I can maybe throw 19 in there. But 19 was my last time experiencing these bad things with black women. Seeing how, listen, I'm in a relationship, I'm giving it my all, and listen, all you doing is making me look like a fool behind my back. Listen, who's still dealing with that? Again, when I was 19, listen, that's the learning ages. When it comes to women, listen, you really learn your, at least me. And I'm grateful I learned my lessons early. Think about guys who feel like, yo, you're 25 or you're 35, even worse, you're in your 40s, 50s, and the woman you've been with, she's been cheating on you for 5 years, cheating on you for 10 years, hit you with the paternity fraud, hit you with child support, alimony, the dual mating strategy. You know what I'm saying? You out here going out bad. And then this is the sad part. I know older men who are in a position where, listen, he couldn't divorce her even if he wanted to. You know the whole phrase of it's cheaper to keep her. Listen, these dudes are staying with these chicks because it's cheaper to keep her. If he gets divorced, it's a high possibility he loses everything, and he got to start from scratch. Now, starting from scratch in your 50s, it's like, wow, to be 50 and you have to start over from zero. You know what I'm saying? Like, your wife took everything from you, no house, all you got is a vehicle, you barely have any savings. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. So like I said, I'm grateful I learned my lessons early, man. But this is just the reality of what black men deal with. It don't matter if you at the bar, don't matter if you on vacation. It really doesn't matter if you in school, you in college, and you think, oh man, I got me a good one. You guys saw that one dude, Xavier Worthy, and he was dating the black female who was a track athlete, and she was cheating on him. I'm like, damn. So even in his position, where you're a celebrity, you're a famous football player, how many women can say, listen, I'm actually with an NFL player? Even as an NFL player, you still can't get no respect. You should be kissing the ground I walk on. Like, really, you should be kissing the ground I walk on. No one even knows who you are outside of me. Yeah, you a track athlete, but you're not no Olympic star. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, back to the video, the dude, you on vacation with your chick, you got people out here, looking at you, screaming and yelling, you getting recorded and you don't know. And then you see from the corner, listen, 17.4 thousand likes. Come on, 4,000 comments. And this is a while ago when I actually screen recorded that video. You know what I'm saying? Who knows how many views and likes this video has now? He has most likely seen it by now. And I know a lot of videos I make, you can say, yeah, that's a skit, bro. That's a skit. This is clearly not a skit. I can admit some of those videos are skits, and I mentioned that, but I can pull the interaction from the skit and talk about real life stuff that men are going through. You can tell this video right here, this was not no skit. Dude is really going through it, man. Listen. And he said, you thirsty. You thirsty. Hey, shorty, you need some water. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the reality. And I just really want dudes to, you know what I'm saying, really just pack your bags and go, black man. I understand you probably thinking to yourself, oh, my black queen, my black queen. Listen, I was once there. I was once there. Listen, I was thinking too, my black queen, my black queen. Listen, dude, your black queen not rocking with you like that. Your black queen, she not jacking you like that. Your black queen, she not fucking with you like that. Because if she did, why is she cheating on you? You know, I just think it comes down to and you can say any chick is like that. Sure, I won't disagree to that. But black women, dude, they just want to get bust down by everybody, dude. Anybody willing to give them a little bit of attention, she ready to give it up. You know what I'm saying? Because like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, okay, you give this guy your phone number, right? You're on a cruise ship, so that means you plan to cheat on him, and then not even have like something's like you can't even move on. You're gonna cheat on him this one time and then that's it because people on a cruise ship they're from everywhere. People are flying in from all over the country to get on this cruise ship, and you're willing to risk what, one night with this guy? And I've been told cruise ships it goes down, dude. Like it's practically impossible to go on a cruise ship, and if your objective is to get some box, you can get some box, but again, you're with your husband and you're thinking, listen, I'm gonna cheat on him this one time. I'm gonna get this guy my phone number. I'm gonna get bust down this one time, and he'll never know. What? And let's keep it a stack. Tyrone's. I mean, I ain't saying Tyrone can't get cheated on, but the reality is they don't go out their way to cheat on Tyrone. They go out their way to cheat on you, hardworking, productive man, because you're the simp. You're the hardworking simp she settled for, and she desires her jailbird Tyrone, her jailbird Pookie, her jailbird Glocktavius. You're the hardworking simp, and I mean, I I hate to bring it up, I hate to point it out, but rewind the video if you have to. Like I said, the other guy who was standing in between the husband and the wife, he was taller than him. He was, as far as physical stature, he was bigger than him. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it a stack. She's gonna put Tyrone over you. She's gonna put Tyrone's stats over your stats. You know what I'm saying? And just because you got a good paying job, just because you have a house, just because you have a spiritual connection with whoever you worship, just because you have paid off vehicles and good credit, just because you are able to maintain your life and you're responsible, that's why you deserve less. That's why you deserve bad treatment. That's why she will never give you the respect that you deserve. She knows you're better than her. She knows you're better than any Tyrone she ever dealt with. But they don't view things from a practical standpoint. They don't view things from a realistic standpoint because they're not they're not concerned with reality. It's all about fun. It's all about living in the moment. It's all about how can I get over on somebody. You know, I'm convinced at this point right now, when it comes to the AA mindset, their mindset is they function from the mindset of how can I take advantage? How can I give someone a bad deal? You know what I'm saying? How can I have leverage? How can I have the upper hand? How can I do this and not get caught? How can I sneak and go behind somebody's back? You know what I mean? Like And again, like I said, she's another attention seeking chick. She knows she has a big rump. And again, you go walking around the cruise ship. I'm not saying, listen, just because a chick has a big butt, she gotta keep it, covered up 25/8. Listen, okay, if you gonna walk around, have it exposed, men are gonna break their necks, men are gonna approach you. But that's why she did it. Listen, a female can easily cover up. You know how many chicks go to the beach, go to the pool, go to a cruise ship or something like that. Yeah, you wearing a bikini, but you have a towel wrapped around you. She's wearing like a skirt or a dress with a split on the end, and like you couldn't just wrap a jacket around you or something. Like again, only only Black Johns, and again, you giving away your phone number. Like you seek the attention, you get the attention, and then the attention is to just screw somebody over. Come on, like I really want to know what was her objective, what was her reasoning, what was the purpose behind giving that man the phone number? Were you really trying to coordinate something for later? You were trying to set an alley oop up for later. You was really going to hook up with a random man on a cruise ship for what, 1 or 2 nights? God forbid she hooked up with this man throughout the entire on cruise ship. Throughout the entire duration of the trip, he was hooking up with this guy. I mean, I would hope not. But like I said, Black men, I empathize with guys who are currently going through this or have gone through it. But as far as someone going through it currently, I don't have no sympathy for you because the information is out here. I listen, even before I came across content where guys were talking about what I'm talking about right now, I was already feeling this way. I was already thinking this way. I already saw myself from a teenager moving in this light. I was just trying to be optimistic because I'm thinking to myself, oh, my Black queen. Oh, I'm gonna have Black children. That's why I always talk about that stuff and I make fun of it because I was thinking the same thing a lot of guys are thinking themselves until I've met so many men. Listen, especially older Black men. Listen, don't get married. Listen, if you're gonna have kids, wait till you get older to have kids. Man, if you think it's your kid, make sure you get a DNA test done. Could can you imagine? What if, mind you, hypothetical, in this video, let's say those two guys, I'm sorry, let's say that couple doesn't have children. Imagine if she got pregnant by the other dude who she's possibly trying to cheat with, right? She got pregnant by him and she realized, oh, well, listen, he busted up inside of me. So let my husband smash me tonight, bust inside me as well. And I make him think it's his baby, even though it's the other guy's baby. That's the dual mating strategy. You know what I'm saying? I told you guys, listen, the other dude is taller than him, bigger than him, and in her eyes, he might be more attractive than her husband. So in her mind, that's everything that seals the deal. Well, listen, I'm going to let this man bust me. You know what I'm saying? And then here you come, good, hardworking, productive simp. She gonna hit you with the paternity fraud 9 months later. Listen, this is your kid. And here you are taking care of Tyrone's bastard. She listen, that's the funny part. A lot of Black women, listen, when they hit these guys with the paternity fraud, the guy who she was cheating with, they weren't in no relationship with those men. It was just some quick sex, some hot sex that she felt like, yo, listen, I can't pass up the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And here you go, you busting that, bro. Anyways, I'm done. I'm done. Yo, Black man, listen. I mean, you guys can keep playing the losing game. We already know who is handing out the most L's. We already know who is handing out the most L's. They want to hand out L's to you, and guess what? In her mind, she believes you're supposed to just accept it. You're supposed to just deal with it. And guess what? You're not supposed to have another option. Black men, listen, I advocate for men having options, especially Black men. Black men, listen, I'm telling you guys, you have options. What you need to do is see more attention, for at least 365 days or at least 2 full years until you can actually look at yourself in the mirror and admit to yourself, I have broken away from the black box. I no longer need it. That's when you'll see improvement in your life. But anyways, I'm out. Peace.